Hello YouTube, welcome one and all, and welcome to just two guys talking basically about certain things. Don't pay attention to the actual Destiny 2 stuff, it's just background footage, so you don't even need to screen on while we talk. It's I, Exile Magpie, and I am with MrMaxwell.
Hello.
And we are going to be talking about the E3 EA press conference, because you know we watched it last night.
We're trying something new. We're trying something new.
We're trying something new, and probably failing miserably at it. But anyway, I need to stop saying all the time as well. This is a good start. So we watched the E3 EA press conference.
It
was
wasn't
the first
good.
one. It was. It was not
Although it did keep with EA's tradition
of being
of
rubbish.
not really being that great.
No.
At E3.
No.
So
although to be perfectly honest, that is the least amount of hype I've ever seen from an EA press conference crowd.
Yeah.
It was a simmering of you ain't said sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just going to talk about like the games that they went through and our opinions on what was mentioned. We'll just we'll try and go through as quickly as we can with certain things. We won't mention everything because
we're not going to be too negative.
Well, we'll try not to be.
We're not going to be arseholes and just jump around and
So I think on a plus point, they started off with Battlefield V. And I'm saying V,
yes.
Battlefield V, because EA and DICE made the rod for their own backs. They started with Battlefield, then went Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, and now it's a letter.
Yes. There's not really much to say about that. Although apart from the fact that I think this one takes place more in Russia than. Or at least that's what the trailer looked like.
There's a lot of Russia. There's a lot of Russian. I've got a feeling the teaser they showed, which they're going to show in the Xbox One today. So, just to give you a hint of when we're actually recording this, the Xbox conference will be actually showing a bit more of the single player campaign. Yeah, from the looks of it, which looks actually kind of interesting. I'm not of one of those that.
We're not really bothered about the fact that it's a woman. Like I could really.
The trailer showing the first original trailer showing a woman who was like
not just a woman, but a lesbian by the looks of things.
Oh, for the story one.
Yeah, for the story by the looks of things, because they were like, "I love you" and all that sort of thing. And then she threw her off a bridge.
It could be a mother. It could be a mother-daughter thing.
It also could be a
mother-daughter. It was a very, very, very quick scene.
It was very quick.
That we saw. So there's a lot of dynamics in the characters that we haven't heard or seen.
I want it just because everybody's kicked off about being a woman. I want it to be a lesbian now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just stick the knife in all those people. That would be brilliant. So. They also announced, though, one of the new game modes.
The Battle Royale mode, which I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
with Call of Duty announcing that there was going to be a Battle Royale mode in theirs, I'm not surprised that Battlefield have come out and said we've got one now.
No.
I don't think it's going to work. I don't think people are going to... I think there's going to be in, but I don't think people are going to play the Battle Royale.
Battlefield...
Other than Battle Royale...
Yeah. Battlefield works when it's on the grandiose scale. Like, like, for example, tanks and planes and everything's blowing up around you and guys are trying to run you over a seat with vehicles and you just throw... C4 out and blow the vehicle up as it flies over your head.
Or you jump out of a jet plane,
blow out
the jet plane, and then land in a jet plane. That's Battlefield.
That's Battlefield at its best.
I don't think
the slow, methodical play that Battle Royale brings into. I don't think it'll work with Battlefield.
Yeah.
And then they showed off some gameplay. So people...
I would say sort of gameplay. because it wasn't a lot. It was more. This is the stuff that we've added.
Yeah, like tanks can actually go through buildings.
Tanks can go through buildings now.
You can move defensive positions.
You can clip defenses like those little cannon things onto the back of a tank or onto the back of a jeep and then move it somewhere else.
Yeah.
To which you just know there's going to be some people who have moved their defenses to somewhere, started firing, and then some guy's going to come and just clip on and drive off with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got to be careful knocking the table. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen.
That's going to happen.
You know, the internet is full of trolls, and give them anything to troll people with. It's perfect. You know. What would be absolutely hilarious if it's an enemy player that takes them out and then drives off the cliff before the guy realizes.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
You're just going to have guys in like tanks just like very slowly drive up to the behind the defenses so they can clip it and then just drive off.
Yeah.
But that was about it. That was about it.
I mean, granted, it was a very Battlefield trailer.
Yeah,
it was a very Battlefield. It was just basically...
it is E3, which really E3 is all. Now E3 is just more. We're announcing games that are going to come out either in the next 8 to 12 months. Yeah, like it's very rare.
All right there and then.
All right there and then. It's very rare that it's a game that comes out. Although it is the trend to get their small games.
Yeah, to get their small games released out there. So they then also announced, and I'm highly worried because they did this with Battlefront 2. No season pass.
Yes, no season pass.
Famous last words of Battlefront 2, and we all know what happened with that game. I'm just pointing that out.
You know what? I like the season pass. I like the season. I'm one of those people.
You're one of those.
I like the season pass. Like,
there are certain people on the internet would take exception to you.
Yes, but my argument to it is like, I know that there's DLC that's going to come out for this game, and I'm going to buy it. Like, I know I'm going to buy it. Like, I'm one of those stupid people that is going to buy the Forsaken DLC that comes out, right?
Yes,
I'm one of those people.
Yes, you are.
Okay. I was one of those idiots that bought Osiris when it came out.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's just a lot easier if I pay one price for something than having to buy loads of little DLCs.
And then gets really annoyed 12 months down the line when they release the year package.
Yes!
Which is actually cheaper than everything
yes!
you thought.
The complete edition or Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
Fallout is that game for me that
I hate. You see, Fallout, the Game of the Year edition for the consoles, it's broken.
Yeah.
The game does not run.
Anyway,
we're digressing. We are off on a tangent, so we need to get back onto the line. So, I'm trying to figure out, was there anything else I know there was another game mode they announced, I can't remember what it was.
It was it not Elimination or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. It was like basically...
Oh no, that was Battlefront.
Yeah. It was like an objective-based mode.
Yes.
That they announced, yeah. which if done correctly would be really, really good.
Yeah.
It is Battlefield though.
It is Battlefield. Yes.
So whether or not they implement it correctly, and whether or not the people who play it does it, that's all that comes in. Right. But anyway, that was
literally it.
Pretty much for Battlefield. I mean, I'm pretty much right now we know what we're getting from Battlefield 5.
We already knew Battlefield 5 was going to come out, and Battlefield is Battlefield.
Battlefield is Battlefield.
It just looks nicer, and they've usually
added in more buildings blow up.
That's Battlefield. Yeah. Like, if you like Battlefield, you will like Battlefield 5. It's that simple.
And then they went on to sports. Everyone,
FIFA. The same game every year.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much is pretty much the same with all their games. It's literally the same game, just with a new number on it.
You know what? I was expecting them to put a woman on the front of
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that, but just with the whole. If I was the head of EA, I'd be like, well, people complained about a woman for Battlefield. We're putting a woman on every every game now, a woman is going to be.
Hey, it would make it. It would be much better than putting in their blooming loot box, blooming lottery system into every game. But yeah, they announced that they had the Champions League for the next FIFA.
Yes, which was very strange.
Because they had they had either a replica or
they either had they had a replica or they had the Champions League trophy. I doubt it was the actual trophy because Real Madrid's only just won it.
No,
it'd be very strange for them to go, yeah, we've just won this, but here you go, have the trophy that we won.
Well, very easily. What else? They said they were refining. This is a series.
Refining again.
This is a series that's been going on for over 2 decades now, probably 3.
Refining. I don't know how much more refining they can actually do with that game.
Well, the problem is that they always seem to fall in love with an animation that they brought out for the new game. And that animation will override everything. You had the collisions, so that people would show the barge even if there was no point to. FIFA 17 had the chest maneuver where the control the ball in the chest, even when the ball was clearly head height for a header on goal. It's like, no, I'm just gonna chest the ball. So yeah, they'll fix a bunch of things. They'll break a bunch of others.
Didn't she see any gameplay? So
no, but that's standard.
And they announced the World Cup.
Yeah, the World Cup deals. The World Cup update.
The World Cup update
was a patch
and
that was being launched then, back with there,
and the free trial
for FIFA 18.
For FIFA 18.
Yeah,
but that was it for FIFA. There wasn't really a lot.
Not really much. I mean, most of the sports games were your typical EA Sports
thing,
trailers where they show you a bunch of action shots and that's it. And then they went into EA's Origin Access. I don't think that went down well.
Yeah, no, people didn't seem to.
I mean, people didn't seem to be too.
I think people just didn't care.
Yeah,
like nobody was like, yeah, this looks cool. At least I've not seen anybody online be like, yeah, this is a good idea or anything like that. I've not seen anything. No one's said anything about it, and it's sort of like, well, that's gone down well.
Yeah. From what I gathered, it seems to be a bit like
PlayStation Now,
Microsoft's Xbox, whatever
Gold
it's called
thing, I think it is.
Yeah, where you basically get access to certain games for a monthly subscription, or yearly subscription.
It's basically that, and it's just EA games.
Yeah.
Although they had Batman.
Yeah, on the trailer
they showed Batman.
On the trailer for it, they showed Batman, one of the Arkham games.
I think it was one of the Arkham games. I could be wrong, but it looked like Arkham.
It looked like
and
Arkham.
I'm pretty sure EA didn't have anything to do with the Arkham
No,
games.
It's Warner Brothers. Hence the reason why.
It was Warner Brothers Studios and Rocksteady.
Hence the reason why Arkham Knight was such a buggy mess of a game.
have bought the rights, maybe. I mean,
I would have thought they would have announced.
Disney are not exactly happy with EA with the Star Wars. So you never know.
I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I love the fact that they were saying that streaming was disrupting their revenue. That's like...
that one I didn't understand.
Oh my god. I mean, you could turn around that... I mean, literally, it's like... EA come across sometimes really, really badly in the whole... We want to milk people for as much money as they want.
They're not very good,
good at it.
At not coming off as an evil corporation.
I mean, literally, I would not be surprised if Mr. Burns was turned out to be a CEO of that company.
Just some skinny old guy, just there at the board table. Excellent.
And that was pretty much it.
Yeah, they didn't really go into much detail. They didn't go into a lot of detail for that.
And then even less detail for the next thing, which was Respawn's Star Wars game, the game that...
Because they've not even started. They haven't even started that game.
Yeah, I know, but the game that was originally going to be...
that was Visceral's, wasn't it?
Visceral's Star Wars single-player game.
Yeah.
That EA decided, no, we're going to devour Visceral because we're EA, and we're giving the game off to Respawn, and it's going to be now a multiplayer. We got the title. Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes, Jedi Fallen Order. And they was like, oh, it's going to be a dark
Dark times.
It's dark times.
Well, it's set between
3 and 4.
3 and 4. So of course it's going to be a dark time. Basically, anyone didn't get killed from Order 66.
Yeah.
It's being hunted by Vader.
So yeah, and that's
and the Inquisitors. So it's like, yeah, it is going to be a blooming terrible time to be a Jedi. And again, they're doing the whole thing of, well, you can't be a bad guy. You can't be a bad guy in Star Wars game. Of course you can.
I think they should have. I think they should have gone. Yeah, you can either be a guy that hunts the Jedi.
Yeah.
Although they might do, because they have not even started making the game yet.
They've not mentioned anything.
They've just said it's amazing.
It's amazing. They've got amazing things.
So how they know it's amazing
in the
when they haven't done anything is beyond me. But okay, that was really, really awkward. That interview,
yeah, in the crowd.
Awkward. Like
he wasn't obviously planted there. Obviously,
the thing is, like, if I think maybe he was planted in there, but I don't think he knew he was planted in. No, because he did not come off very well. Like, he was rolling his eyes and.
Well, it was almost like, look, just name the title.
Just name the title and just.
You're not allowed to say anything else.
Just tell him something.
Don't, whatever you do, don't say Battle Royale.
Don't say Battle Royale. Right. So, what was after that?
It was the Battlefront 2 news.
Oh yes. To which the guy came out and said, "We didn't get off to the best of starts." Understatement of the year. Understatement. Oh, I felt bad for him now. I did feel bad for him.
Oh, you were going to hide him for nothing.
That came up on the screen and people booed. The moment he came out, people booed. It was like, oh, poor guy.
It's his own fault.
They announced the solo stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, the solo stuff, which, once again, why does everyone care?
Which, this time, when they were showing the cutscenes for the stuff for the solo expansion, they only had about 30 seconds, so they just looped it.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like cost-cutting trailer things.
They also announced Ewok Hunt.
Yeah, I don't know if they said it had already been released or it was going to be released, but yeah, we all wanted that, the Ewok Hunt.
And
yeah, we don't want
one thing that did get a cheer.
Yeah.
Was that they're going into the Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, like we wanted that.
Which people did cheer for.
People did cheer for it. Then again, people cheer for many things.
People cheered for Battlefront 2 when that wasn't.
Yeah.
To which was announced that
my thing with Battlefront is like, all we want is like the big major set pieces. Give us the Battle of Hoth. They're giving us the Battle of Geonosis. Fine. That's going to be a huge battle. It's the biggest map they've ever built. That's good for them. But, Death Star Trench Run, the space battle above Endor for the second Death Star. Give us that sort of thing.
I'm thinking maybe with the Ewok Hunt, maybe they'll do that.
Maybe.
I'm being nice here.
You are being very nice.
Being nice.
Probably not, but yeah. I think the ship has sailed with Battlefront 2 for a lot of people. They messed that game up so badly.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing they can do that will save Battlefront 2 now. It's done.
Then we went into so basically a bunch of those announcements. I don't think there was anything else. They said the new mode for.
It was the Ewok Hunt and the Elimination.
Yeah. And they were going to bring in a mode for just heroes as well, if I remember correctly. Ships.
Yes,
the hero ships only.
You're going to basically, it was like heroes versus villains, but it's going to be ships.
Yeah.
Instead of just
which it's like let's pick up another mode that we don't really care about.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe some people did.
Maybe people did.
Some people did. I haven't played Star Wars Battlefront 2 for
a while.
A long while.
I haven't played it for a while. So that was Battlefront 2. Again, not a lot. Although this is EA, and EA again never really show anything.
No, very well. They then went into the Unravel 2.
which looked good.
Which actually looked good. It looked alright. Like a co-op puzzle platform.
And they've turned, because Unraveled 1 was a single player.
Yeah.
Like puzzle platformer. And this one is they've turned it into a co-op one. Which also looks like it's a drop in and drop out one. Yeah. So you don't have to...
Yeah, you can do everything on your own, but
if you want to do co-op, a guy can just at any time just drop in.
And it does look nice, even though when you're carrying the other person, it looks like the symbiote suits.
It looks like you've turned into Carnage and
Venom. A thread version of those two characters. But it did look actually quite nice. They've kept the art style from the first game.
Yeah, they've got that. Although
obviously
the stuff that was happening in the background was very distracting. Because there were like two kids who just kept sort of fading in and out and doing stuff. And then there was the turkey that was chasing him. Was it a pheasant?
It was a pheasant, I think.
No, it was a grouse.
Grouse, that was it.
Or grouse.
Grouse. Which, either way, potato.
Whatever.
Tomato.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Really? It looked nice.
It looked nice, and it did look like a decent, fun puzzle platform.
It looked like a good game that could, that'll keep you busy for about, especially if there's two of you, keep you busy for about an hour.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Probably they're aiming for parents with the kids and that. Which it's a good thing. Games. But yeah, that was probably one of the few really good things that was looking in that.
Yeah, it's really the only massively interesting thing.
Then we went into Sea of Solitude, which is because they mentioned
A Way Out.
A Way Out,
which was last year's
original. Hi, we're kind. We're kind to the indies.
Yeah, look, we're cool. We're down with the kids.
Down with the indie group.
We're on the indies.
And to be honest, if it gets interesting games like A Way Out into the market, then that's a good thing. This one did look interesting. It's probably something that neither me or you would actually play.
Yeah.
But
it had a Firewatch sort of art style.
Yeah, but not a Firewatch play.
But it's not Firewatch.
There is some serious nightmare fuel in there.
Yes, the weird monster was very strange.
The fact that your character looks like a weird monster as well.
Yeah,
is
kind of. It looked. I would say it looked like a platformer puzzle.
Yeah, like an adventuring platformer sort of.
Yeah, game.
Along the lines of...
again, until we actually see proper gameplay of it, I couldn't actually tell you what it...
Missed out. Unravel 2 was released that day as well.
Yes, it was. It was released yesterday.
Yeah.
It was released yesterday.
That's never happened at E3 before.
Because EA need all the help that they can get. It was more sports after that.
Yeah, and the Madden 18 champion,
which that was
padding. That was padding. That was.
Although they never explained, there was a couple of things that. So they did this weird sort of if you've ever watched E-League.
Yeah.
Where E-League do this sort of thing especially with the champion, they do this sort of montage thing of them going through the last tournament and then winning it. They did that with the guy. His name was Young Kid, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
His name was Young Kid, and so they did that, which was fine. I thought that was fine. And then Young Kid and this other guy came out and started talking.
Yeah.
About him graduating.
Yeah.
Something about him graduating.
It was weird. It was like, why is this here?
Yeah, you get
they did eventually move on to introducing the next Madden game.
Yes.
But it was like, do you really need to be doing this here?
But the weird thing was, right, they were talking, and Young Kid had this belt, which was also very weird. Why does he have a...
Why did he win a belt?
Why did he win a belt?
Why did he win a belt?
That's a weird thing for me.
Yeah. It's like who won was it the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah, I think it was the Eagles.
The Eagles won the Super Bowl. Well, whoever won the Super Bowl, they didn't get a belt.
They got rings.
They got rings and a friggin' trophy.
And a trophy.
So why did the person who won the Madden 18, and it's not even like it's like they have it so that they can pass it on around, because it's got Madden 18.
Yeah.
The next tournament is going to be Madden 19.
They showed the new belt for the next tournament. And then the guy took the belt off young kid and walked off. Why did you take the belt off him? Is he not the champion of Madden 18?
We must have missed something. We must have missed something. A sentence or something. We must have missed something when we were busy literally talking to each other and saying, why is this here?
What?
But yeah, then they went into
Madden 19.
Madden 19.
Which again...
they showed NBA at some point as well.
Yeah, they showed NBA just after, I think.
I think so.
But yeah,
the order may be a bit wrong.
Again, but either way, both games, they didn't actually show any sort of...
No, it's just a typical EA Sports trailer.
Yeah, they just showed...
bunch of action scenes. Action scenes.
Although they showed some lies and the Madden thing. They had a New York Giant player running with the ball. That never happens. That's a lie. And they had a Dallas Cowboy player actually hold the ball. That never happens. I can say that. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. We don't know how to hold the ball. What are you talking about? We look at the ball and go, what is this?
Either that or you get to the playoffs and then choke.
Yeah. We get to the playoff and realise, no, we've gone too far.
Just be glad you're not the Miami Dolphins. That's all I say.
Yeah.
We're terrible. I can say that because I'm a Dolphins fan.
So yeah, it was the NBA Live Street thing.
Yeah.
Which again didn't really show anything. Oh, it showed trainers. I remember that. It showed a ton of trainers.
Yeah. For some reason, trainers associated with NBA is for basketball for a while, for reasons. I don't know exactly why. There probably is a reason. Probably because Nike, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Make specific basketball trainers.
They showed trainers. I remember the trainers.
Yeah.
But actual gameplay. But that's to be expected with sports games.
They didn't mention anything about story for FIFA or Madden or NBA.
They didn't, did they?
They didn't. I'm wondering if they've realised
that nobody cares about the story mode.
Yeah.
Probably. No, it's all going to be multiplayer.
Yeah,
that's all going to be multiplayer.
Hey, listen, if they you know what, if they want to add an actual proper multiplayer career mode onto FIFA, then I may be interested in buying that, because then I can play FIFA career with friends. We can buy and sell players.
Yeah.
I miss that from
sports games. Because I'm sure that used to be a feature in like the old FIFA games.
Yeah.
Where more than one player could play, like the career mode thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. FIFA 98. You could have. Literally, you could have everyone playing a individual country in the World Cup qualifying. I think it was there might have been a maximum limit of players, but
I think there was 8. I think you could have 8 maximum.
Yeah, but yeah, because I remember you and our cousin playing the World Cup campaign from start to finish.
Yes.
And we enjoyed it loads. It was fantastic, and I would love a managerial career mode in FIFA.
I mean,
which allowed me, even over or just online, allowed me to play a multiple season career mode with people.
That'd be good. I think that'd be good.
EA,
if you're watching this, there's an idea for you.
Yeah, there's an idea.
Contact us.
And don't give us anything. Oh, you can't put that in. It's too hard. You did it with Madden. It's not that hard.
Yeah, you did it with Madden, and I did like that in Madden.
And if blooming Football Manager, which is 20 billion times more complex and in-depth than FIFA, can do it, then you guys can.
Yeah.
Just put a blooming watch feature mode for when some people are playing and others aren't. Because they're going to be in chat to each other.
Yeah, they're going to be talking to each other.
They're going to be bad mouth, doing the usual bad smack mouth football stuff.
Yeah.
So
be alright.
Be awesome. Be fantastic.
Plus, if you do it that way, then when it comes to your FIFA season thing that you do, you've already got it in game. You don't have to sort out a table or anything. It's already there.
Yeah. So that was pretty much it. And then I'm going to try and not rage. I'm going to try and not rage.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
Command and Conquer Rivals.
Oh, my God. The only reason why they did that was when they announced the name at the end was so that nobody booed the actual gameplay.
God,
that is the only reason why they announced it.
There's one slight problem. There was plenty of people, me included,
who
recognized the voice, recognized the units, recognized the
Yeah, but like until it's actually announced, you can always tell yourself, "No, it's not." It's just using
yeah,
the same
they
stuff.
they basically decided to take one of the most iconic real-time strategy games, base building games, take the base building, stamp on it, crush it up into a little ball, and throw it in a furnace, and then put the remainder of it into a grid-based mobile strategy game. I'm going to repeat that last bit. A mobile strategy game.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
It looked horrible.
I think that's why they had streamers. Or like, Let's Players and
yeah,
streamers, because they had In Control.
They had In Control and
Nick and Knight.
Nick and Knight, I think it was. Yeah.
And I think that's why, because obviously, they're fans. And people like them, so they're not going to boo them.
No, they weren't going to boo.
I think that's why they did
Although,
that.
to be perfectly honest, the urge to boo them probably was pretty high for a lot of people.
Yeah, it didn't look.
I know exactly. They're literally going down the Clash of Clans route with this. It will literally be like, oh, you've got a mammoth tank. Well, that's unfortunately only a level 1 mammoth tank. This single unit of Marines, weakest unit in the game, is level 5, which means it'll kill the mammoth tank. A mammoth tank should never die to Marines, ever.
It's going to be full of microtransactions.
Oh yeah, it's going to be full of them.
Microtransactions.
You want to buy 5 packs, 10
packs,
packs, 20 packs, 30 packs, 40 packs, 50 packs.
Either that, it's going to be one of those. Oh, you want to fight a second match? Well, you got to wait 24 hours unless you buy this thing.
Unless you get the premium account. Ho ho!
So yeah, that didn't look great. It looked quite meh.
It looked like your stereotypical mobile strategy pay to win crap.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say that if anyone looked at that game and went, "Ooh, that looks interesting," I'm really sorry, but it did not look good.
That was not aimed at. That was aimed at purely mobile.
And there were times. The thing is with EA, there were times when I literally look at them and go, "Can you just go all the way to mobile? Don't release anything on console, because then you'll be in your element. You don't have to put any effort in. Don't have to put any time, resources, management into it. Just release a bunch of shit and make money off it." Because apparently that's what happens on mobile. I mean, it's just terrible. Which is a shame, because mobile people deserve to have good games on all things.
It's a lot of games that come out on mobile lately looked pretty damn good. Like there's a weird, I don't know, I can't remember. It's a Japanese game, but it's basically Dynasty Warriors on your phone. Like, and the fact that
you would like that then.
Like, phones have come to the stage where you can basically play Dynasty Warriors.
There's one problem with that. There is one problem with that. Touchscreen.
Touchscreen is terrible.
Touchscreen, still, I'm sorry, we are not at the Star Trek level of press a single button and that button is actually pressed. No, we're still at the stage where literally, some phones will think you're pressing 17 different buttons at the same time.
Especially if you've got big fingers like me. Like my hands are fat.
You could not. You could not use any touchscreen.
What was after that?
There was the big one.
Ah, right. Okay.
Here we go. Well, we're going to start. We said we were going to start with the good stuff.
We're going to start with the positive stuff. Number one. It looked nice. It looked really good. It looked good.
Well, and in a still, if you wanted to pause it, it did look good.
The area, it looked pretty.
There was a lot of detail, a lot of lush surroundings. One thing I noticed is they didn't actually show us how vast these areas were.
They did not do that.
So it could be like optical illusions making the place seem bigger than it actually is. But we'll give the place a big. It did look very nice.
It did look nice. Yeah, it looked wide and it looks. It looks. I'm going to say it looks. 4 times there. It looks like the flying looks quite fun and generally easy.
Yeah, the flight mechanics do look like literally just point where you want to go and it'll go there. I don't think they could have gone any other way.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be... I think the flight is literally going to be...
You don't think they're going to go Ace Combat?
No. No. Why would they want to do that?
Ace Combat.
Why would they want to make... Why would they... When they have an option to have something really simple and not a lot of effort to put in to make it work properly, why would they not pick that and decide to put in something that is really satisfying if it's done correctly, but takes a lot of time, effort, and resources to make sure it does work correctly. As you can see, I'm being very negative at the moment. Highly cynical. And there's a reason for that. And also the reason why this game is playing in the background.
Yeah, this is the reason why this game is playing. This is why Destiny's in the video. Because if anyone has been online on Twitter or anything like that, the little meme and the joke for Anthem for the last year and a half has been that it's basically Destiny, right? So yeah, this is where we start getting negative because there's not a lot because the positives is not good.
Well, there's not many.
So it generally looks like they have copied Destiny, like just copied and pasted and maybe tweaked a few things,
which is all they're all in their right to do.
It's not. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but for a lot of people, if we want to play Destiny,
we play Destiny.
We're gonna play Destiny.
We're gonna play Destiny.
I'm not gonna fork out, and because Destiny's not cheap.
Oh no.
With what it's going to be, and with the new announcement of the whole annual pass thing, it's not going to be a cheap thing for us to be able to
basically
go. I'll get Destiny and I'll play
for the next
Anthem.
expansion. The next expansion, it is literally like you're paying for another 50 quid.
Yeah, it's 40 quid. I think it's 40 quid for the game, but it's an extra because I can't find anywhere that isn't selling the annual pass with it, and that's like an extra 25 quid. So you're spending 65 quid.
Yeah.
On the thing.
All those people that saying games cost $60 $60, they don't friggin' over here. I think the last time I saw something as equivalent of US $60, it was around about 2-3 years ago.
Aye.
Or stuff that isn't actually that popular, so they lower the price on it.
So there's that. So they did show gameplay, which unfortunately
did not run very well.
It did not run very well, which I am a little bit disappointed in.
It struggled. It seemed to be
struggling with 30
frames, let alone getting up to 60.
I'm going to say it was 30. I'm not an expert on the whole.
It was not. I'm not either. But your eyesight.
I'm going to say 30 is what they were.
Put it this way: your eyesight is not exactly brilliant.
No, my eyesight is terrible.
And you could tell that the game was struggling to maintain its frame rates.
It was struggling. We're gonna then this a little bit of positive. They talked about the story, which they only gave us a little snippet.
Yeah.
And although it does kind of sound like Destiny's...
The last one city remaining.
The one city remaining.
The big
evil. There's a big evil thing, which
sounds remarkably
they
like
might as well just call the darkness.
Which sounds awful like the darkness.
But the difference between it is this time, instead of the darkness that's chasing the traveller, this time it sounds like whatever this big evil is they're after something called the Anthem of Creation.
Yeah.
Which might be quite good. And BioWare are good at writing stories.
Tell that to everyone who played Andromeda.
And in Dragon Age Inquisitor, because that was
and the ending to Mass Effect 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're getting off tangent.
They were the key question.
We're giving them the benefit of the doubt. We're
giving them a chance. You know,
BioWare are good at writing stories when they want to write good stories.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can't imagine why they wouldn't want to write a good story for this. With this being, Anthem needs to work.
Yeah.
Needs to do well for BioWare. Otherwise, EA are just gonna.
They're gonna go the way of Westwood Studios.
Yeah. EA are just gonna dissolve them if Anthem does not.
Yeah.
Does not pull out the
stops. There's something else they mentioned, which is also remarkably Destiny-ish. 10-year plan.
A 10-year plan, which was a very stupid thing to say.
Yes, because if your game bombs from the onset, you are screwed.
We've got a 10 years plan.
You're done.
Destiny had. Destiny 1 had a 5-year plan, and it did last 5 years.
No. Yeah, no, but right.
I can't remember.
The first Destiny game, yes, but they said they had a 10-year plan for the franchise.
Ah, yes, that's very true.
Something like
I know we are comparing it to Destiny a lot, but there's really no. You will understand later, and there's also nothing else to compare it to really with what it wants to be, because it wants to be like Destiny.
Yeah,
it clearly wants.
They've
to be like
they've
Destiny.
not done anything to not have it be compared to Destiny. I mean, if it is like a Destiny like game, but does stuff better than Destiny, then that's fine.
At the moment, people are saying it's Gears of Destiny.
Yeah,
that's the thing at the
because
moment.
It's basically Destiny, but from over the shoulder third
person shooter. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's cover there's cover based thing in there. Gears of Destiny,
which makes you go, well, why the hell are you in a suit of armor? Why are you dressed like Iron Man?
That's very true. That actually brings up a good point. But anyway, they showed a little trailer thing.
Yeah. Also, they showed they've got 4 classes.
They've got 4 classes,
which I think that's a little dig at Destiny.
Which we will talk about them a little bit.
In a second.
But
I just want to mention they said they've got 4 classes, which I do think is a little dig at Destiny, because the fans, the Destiny players, have been screaming out for give us a new class.
Give us a new class or a new subclass, which seems to be coming in Forsaken.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But anyway, digressing again, we're talking about Destiny again.
We're talking about, to be very honest, Anthem doesn't help itself.
Anthem did not help itself.
This Anthem part of the conference did not help itself.
It did not
distinguish itself from Destiny.
Other than its third person.
Yeah.
Other than that, it didn't really do much. So it showed a little trailer with no gameplay. It wasn't a gameplay trailer in the first trailer.
They mentioned about how to. I think they went into mentioning how to incorporate multiplayer with story.
They did mention that they're going to have a single player story mode with multiplayer.
Yeah,
which I'm quite curious on how to work. And at the moment, that's the only thing that I'm
interested.
After watching the thing that I'm interested in.
Thing is that from what they've shown, the bits between the missions are single player story stuff, and then when you're actually in the missions, it's the multiplayer. So when you're actually doing the missions, it's the
so kind of like the way Destiny's does.
Pretty much the way Destiny does it. And Destiny's story is crap.
I would like them to do I would like someone to try and do a multiplayer story.
Yeah.
I would like that. I think that would be really cool if I could do a story with my mates, and everybody's there.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, and we can, if there is choices, we can talk to each other and be like, shit. We've got. Well, what do we do? Do we blow up this thing, or do we blow up that thing?
Do you know what? And this is going off on a massive tangent. What I think should be done first is a squadron based thing. Don't know if it'd be space ace fighter stuff, or plane stuff, or just a squadron of soldiers or something. But you would then have whoever's the host is the CEO. and therefore they're the ones that make the
Well,
decisions.
that's the thing. Like, that's what I thought. That's what I thought Anthem was going to be. Because Anthem, the way they've shown it, it looks like it's a very like it wants you to be in a squad. Like, it doesn't want you to go out on your own. And they even said, like, if you go out on your own, it's going to be a lot harder. The game's going to be a lot harder to play.
Yeah.
Than if you're with a bunch of friends. So, like, why not have the multiplayer game incorporate that? No, the story incorporate that.
So that you are a group of what would they
I
call
think
it?
they were called the suits were called javelins.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to call them.
Well, that's the actual name of this type of suits that they are.
Yeah.
Javelins.
Well, I don't think they said what they were.
No.
I think they just said humans.
I think if see, because I've been playing BattleTech, I want to call it a lance, and it's like, no, that's not a lance. That is nowhere near a fucking lance. A lance is 4 giant ass mechs that are blowing things up.
I know people were sort of like BioWare doing a multiplayer, how are they going to do their story? But I think if any company could do it, I think BioWare are the ones that could do it.
If it was old BioWare, I would be saying the same thing. If it was old BioWare, if it was that BioWare that gave us Dragon Age Origins, Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, Knights of the Old Republic. If it was that BioWare, I would literally go, if there's anyone that can do it, these guys are the one. But this is not that BioWare anymore. They're completely different. You might as well think of them as a completely different company now. A games developer.
So after that, at the same time while they were talking about this, they again, just like the solo announcement for Battlefront 2, they kept showing a little bit of footage of the game and then concept art, but it was the same stuff every 30 seconds. It was just in a loop. Yeah. And they were talking for a good 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So every 30 seconds in this little discussion thing that they were doing, we were just seeing the same thing over and over again, which was a bit weird. We were introduced to the classes.
Yep.
Which again did not help.
No, because the Ranger looks like my Titan right there.
Exactly, just a little bit slimmer version of that Titan. Which, oh my God, why?
Seriously, there was literally, apart from like little minute detail differences,
because
you could put one against the other and go, which one's from Anthem, which one's from Destiny, and unless you know those games, you would not be able to tell the difference.
Because I was watching that, and as soon as the Ranger was shown, I was that looks like your Titan from Destiny. Why does that look like your Titan? So that did not help. They had the Colossus, which when they first revealed it
in the first trailer last year,
it looked really cool. It looked like this big bulky
rhino
type thing, and I was like, if I get that game, that is what I'm going to be. That looks awesome. It looked like a Gundam. It looked like a
chibi Gundam.
A chibi Gundam. And I was like, yeah, I'm down for that. I am down to be in a small Gundam suit. And then they showed this one, and it looked like Tony Stark had decided to take his Hulkbuster and have it mate with the Nintendo Lab cardboard box and just put them together, and that's what it looked like. It looked awful. It looked really, really... I did not want it. I was like, no. And then there was one that I can't remember the name of, but that was just basically Genji from Overwatch mixed in with the Hunter from Destiny. And then...
I want to say Scout, but I'm not wrong.
It was Storm.
Then the Storm.
They had Storm 1, which is the one that can fly, which can hover in this weird sort of ball thing.
Covered in lightning.
And unfortunately, that just looked like it was a Warlock from Destiny wearing a poncho. That was it. And we didn't get any gameplay of those two things, so I can't tell you if that's what they are.
No.
Because they might not be.
They look like it.
But they look like it. They could play completely different. But at the moment, all we've got is a Genji version of a Hunter and a Warlock wearing a poncho. That's all we've got. we haven't got anything else because at least we got a little bit of gameplay of the Colossus, which
the Colossus and the Ranger.
The Ranger, unfortunately, showed us gameplay of what we saw when it was first revealed. There was no difference. It was just.
I think they had a bit of the Ranger and showing the Ranger and the Colossus in that mission they were going through.
Oh yes, the clearly not staged.
With the stereotypical E3 fake comms.
Why? I don't understand why they do that. Why don't they just get them to play together?
I'm hoping that that's actually the game that was doing that. Those voices.
It wasn't. It wasn't because it was Owen. The guy was called Owen, and they'd said that it was BioWare's Owen. It was. Who was playing the Colossus?
I do not understand. I mean, anyone who loves watching fake comms, just wait for the Ubisoft. They are the giants, and they're probably going to be revealing. Probably going to be revealing. I mean, we're getting off topic here, but they're probably going to be revealing Division 2, and that will have fake comms.
We'll see actual gameplay of. Well, I say gameplay. It is gameplay. It's what the game will eventually play like. It will not look like that though, because that's what Ubisoft like to do.
Yeah, but anyway, back to Anthem.
So the Colossus. It has. I don't know. It has this weird gun on its shoulder that it's got
a missile launcher on its gun, which instantly puts it in good books for me. I love things with missile launchers. More missile launchers makes me like it more. Yeah. More things to blow up. Yeah. Fantastic.
But
I just think the design of it, they picked an ugly Colossus to use.
Yeah.
It was.
I think they went with because Marvel's like the big thing. Marvel's massive.
Yeah, they wanted the one.
So they've gone, let's try and make it look like the Hulk Buster. So people instantly look at it.
Yeah. Except it doesn't.
Unfortunately.
It looks like a Scrap Merchant's version.
It looks like a Scrap Merchant. Which might be the idea for all we know.
Yeah.
That might be the actual idea.
But they showed a little bit of the cosmetics of it. I'd want more detail. I would like to basically customize my. If I got Anthem,
I think they.
I would like to be able to
say they did say the customization.
Yeah, it sounded more like skins and not like pieces. So that you buy.
That was more they were talking about the microtransactions for that point. I think the idea in the game, because they have spoken about this, the idea is that you pick up scrap metal on that and you actually make your own. Sort of arm pieces and helmet and chest piece.
That'd be quite cool.
So, like I said, there are some good things in Anthem. Unfortunately, the presentation did not give it a good light. That was another thing. One of the enemies, called the Scar, is basically a poor man's Fallen from Destiny. It was honestly, that's what it looks like. They look like the Fallen.
Yeah, we said
down to the eyes.
I mean, look it up. If you doubt us, look it up. If you think we're talking shit, that's fine. This is only our opinion. Everyone is entitled to their own.
At the moment, I'm still on the. I am on the fence, but I'm more leaning towards. Yeah, I'll get that game.
Yeah.
At the moment,
they haven't helped themselves though.
But yeah, that presentation did not help that game in any way, shape or form. And I think that was it.
Yeah, they pretty much ended. We need to mention, because we're bringing up what Anthem does like Destiny. The mission layout seemed to be remarkably similar to Destiny.
Yes, it did. But if it's more like, I'm hoping it's more like Destiny 1 than the way Destiny 2 is.
And I'm only saying, go here, kill a bunch of dudes, something happens, go to point B, kill a bunch of dudes, go to point C, kill boss.
I mean, after seeing the reveal trailer, I was kind of expecting that. I'm fine with that. Again, like I said, I'm more leaning towards I'll get that game, because I feel like that would be the game that I play when I don't want to play Destiny. I know saying that just sounds stupid. I don't want to play Destiny, so I'm going to play a game that's literally Destiny.
But like I say, if Anthem turns out to be a Destiny-like game, but does things better than Destiny, then that's power for the cause.
I'm hoping the customization is better than the way Destiny is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping like there's like junk that you can pick up and you can tinker and build your own sort of thing, and you can add your own mods to your suit. And
because
like that is cool. People love that sort of stuff.
The thing is though, right, is that it's a looter shooter. It's a multiplayer looter shooter where you get stuff. And every single one of these games, their end game is the same. How your character looks. Destiny is the same. It's why mine looks like a poor man's Iron Man without the paint job. I'm still pissed. I still can't get my Romans colour scheme that I want, so I look like a poor man's Iron Man.
I think there is one, you know. I think
yeah, but I need
the new monarchy.
I need it to drop.
I think if you join New Monarchy.
No. I'm on about Praetorian Gods, or the purples.
Oh, the purple.
And Future War Cult is not.
It's more blue.
Yeah.
Purple now.
Yeah, exactly. No, there was a in Destiny 1 there was a purple colour scheme.
Yeah.
And it did make you, especially if you were a Titan, it made you look like a woman.
I think the one you want is it's something to do with the raid.
Yeah, probably.
It's the one you want. But anyway, we're digressing again.
And that was pretty much it.
That was it. It did end on Anthem, and then they went into the FIFA World Cup tournament thing that they were doing.
Which we didn't watch.
Which I don't think anybody watched.
It's just... I've never... The big thing about this was I've never seen
the thing
crowd that
for
was
E3, there's usually one game for EA that at least brings a little bit of hype. Just a little bit.
And Anthem should have been that game.
Anthem should have been the game, but it wasn't.
I think EA, they've got a lot of bridge building and a lot of ass kissing to the fan base to make up for all the shit they've done. And hopefully the fact that the reaction that they had in the crowd was literally like, you haven't said sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Should be a wake-up call, but it won't be.
I was hoping for just a big sign saying we're sorry, with like R2D2.
No, R2D2 comes on and then does a projection of we're sorry.
Oh, we're sorry.
EA would like to say that they are sorry. But no.
But yeah, that was the EA conference. Again, it's EA every year. They're not the best.
No,
they don't really show off a lot.
But again, usually they have something. They have something that gets everyone to go, "Holy shit, this looks amazing." Last year was Anthem. This year there wasn't anything. Battlefield V. Battlefield V. I'm gonna stick to that. It just looks like a World War II Battlefield game.
Yeah.
And
it's not a bad thing.
Well, it's not a bad thing. Once you get into your 6th iteration, actually no, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I think it's 9th if you count the 2 Bad Company games.
Yes.
If you get into your 9th, 8th or 9th iteration, people know what to expect from you.
Yeah, and once you get to that point, if you really deviate too much from the path, people start to
go away. But yeah, I'm hoping we are wrong with Anthem.
I'm hoping. I am generally hoping.
It doesn't get released till next year.
It's February 2019.
So they've got plenty of time to reveal more actually how the game cycle works.
Yeah. Also, they've got more time to reveal suits,
story elements.
I can imagine there's going to be a lot of different suits.
Story elements. The story's going to be a difficult one. How are they going to reveal it? How are they going to reveal how their story's going to get told without spoiling the actual overarching plot?
I don't think they're going to reveal any story. I think all we're going to get is it's a single player story in a multiplayer game.
At least, though, they're not doing what Bungie did, which is going, you're going to be complaining that there's too much story.
And then do it in about 3 days.
When literally there is next to no story. It's like, really? You are the people that gave us Halo, and you think this
is a story?
Is a story. Then again...
Nope. Contacting Destiny 2 servers.
I think that's a good cue to...
That is a good ending.
Good ending.
Good way to end it.
Good ending. Showing how Bungie do not know how to work their blooming stuff, especially since in a second... Yep. Thank you, everyone. If we have time, because we work, if we have time to do another video like this tomorrow, we will do. We'll probably talk about Microsoft.
We said we were going to definitely try and watch Bethesda.
If we can. But Microsoft is a 9, Bethesda's after that, which is around about 11. So,
yeah, so most likely
we're UK time.
It's probably best for us to do Microsoft.
Yeah, we'll probably do Microsoft. I'll be interested if they actually show us anything, because the last 2 EAs, they have E3s, they haven't shown us.
The last one, they just showed us the Xbox One X, which, you know, they were like, oh, it's the most powerful console.
But we got nothing on it.
But there's absolutely nothing on it. So, yeah. Microsoft's next. So, if you've watched this and you've liked this video, look forward to that, I suppose.
Yeah, because we thought we get into good conversations when we're together about certain stuff. We thought we'd try and do this, see how it goes.
And we do want to try and do other things than just Let's Plays.
Yes.
So,
because if you haven't realised already, we're not very good at them.
Yeah, we're not very good.
We're not very good at games.
I'm not very good at playing a game. Like I just walk into gunfire on games. I just walk into it. I don't care.
But anyway, thank you everyone for watching this video, and we will see you all in the next one. Until then, toodles.
Bye now.